I'm gonna try and get this one out of the way. These next couple of videos, at least in terms of the programs, are rather profound, esoteric in nature maybe. There's some question about why Nietzsche and Jung would battle in my brain, as it were. In reality, many of the programs that already exist have failed greatly, and for a great many reasons. And as noted, this is the culmination of 40 years worth of work, so there is a lot of thought, a lot of consideration given into this at every level. Both philosophy and psychology play a very, very heavy role. Friedrich Nietzsche and Carl Jung are archetypic masters of philosophical and psychological thought, offering contrasting perspectives on human nature that reflect their divergent worldviews and intellectual backgrounds. However, despite their differences, both these philosophical approaches must be well understood in the fight to eradicate poverty and to create a path forward for systemically sustainable human growth and development. While Nietzsche's philosophy is characterized by its emphasis on individualism, power, and the will to overcome, Jung's psychology explores the depths of the collective unconscious and the archetypal forces that shape human behavior. By juxtaposing their perspectives, it is possible to gain insight into the complexities of human nature and the existential questions that have preoccupied thinkers for a long time. It would further behoove governments around the world to pay more heed to the likes of Nietzsche and Jung, and less time mastering the art of social engineering as introduced in modern times by Edward Bernays, modern times being relative at least, and as is amply demonstrated by similar historical figures such as Gustav Le Bon, Walter Lippmann, Ivy Lee, Vance Packard, and even Noam Chomsky. Nietzsche, often regarded as a philosopher of strength and self-affirmation, posited a radical reevaluation of traditional values and morality. Central to his philosophy is the concept of the will to power, which he viewed as a driving force behind human action and creativity. For Nietzsche, human nature is inherently dynamic and restless, constantly striving to transcend its limitations and assert its individuality. He championed the idea of the Übermensch, or Superman, as a being who embraces life's challenges with courage and creativity, unbound by conventional moral codes or societal norms. In Nietzsche's view, human nature is characterized by a tension between the Apollonian and Dionysian impulses, the rational, orderly, and disciplined aspects of consciousness, contrasted with the chaotic, irrational, and primal forces of the unconscious or subconscious. He saw these opposing forces as essential for the flourishing of creativity and vitality, arguing that true greatness emerges from the fusion of these contradictory elements. Nietzsche's philosophy celebrates the affirmation of life in all its complexity, embracing both its joys and its sorrows as essential components of the human experience. Conversely, there is Carl Jung, a pioneering figure in the field of depth psychology, who explored the often hidden depths of the human psyche to uncover the archetypal patterns and universal symbols that underlie human behavior. Central to Jung's psychology is the concept of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared experiences, instincts, and symbols that shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Unlike Nietzsche's focus on the individual, Jung's perspective emphasizes the integrated nature of humanity and the many potential dimensions of the human psyche. Jung's exploration of archetypes, universal symbols, and motifs that recur across cultures and epochs reveals the deep-seated patterns and motifs that inform human thought and behavior. From the hero's journey to the mother archetype, these archetypal motifs resonate with the collective unconscious, tapping into timeless themes and narratives that transcend individual experience. Jung saw these archetypal patterns as expressions of the human quest for meaning and wholeness, guiding individuals towards a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. While Nietzsche's philosophy celebrates the individual's quest for self-realization and empowerment, Jung's psychology emphasizes the importance of integration and wholeness. For Jung, the journey towards individuation, the process of integrating the conscious and subconscious aspects of the psyche, is central to human development and growth. By embracing the shadow, the repressed and disowned aspects of the self, and confronting the anima or animus, the contrasexual aspects of the psyche, individuals can achieve a greater sense of balance, authenticity, and fulfillment. Despite their differences, Nietzsche and Jung share a fascination with the duality of man and the complexities of human nature and the existential questions that define the human condition. Both thinkers grapple with the tension between order and chaos, reason and instinct, individuality and collectivity. While Nietzsche celebrates the heroic individual who embraces life's challenges with courage and creativity, Jung explores the depths of the human psyche to uncover the archetypal forces that shape human behavior. This particular contrast and correlation between Nietzsche and Jung also introduces the concept of what I have come to call three-dimensional thinking or three-dimensional existentialism, though that is covered in another video, so check that one out. Link in the description below if it's posted already. The juxtaposition of Nietzsche and Jung's perspectives on human nature reveals the diverse and existential nature of the human experience and the enduring questions that have captivated philosophers and psychologists for centuries. Whether celebrating the individual's quest for self-realization or exploring the depths of the collective subconscious, both thinkers offer valuable insights into the complexities of human nature and the eternal quest for meaning and fulfillment. Friedrich Nietzsche and Carl Jung had contrasting views on human nature. Nietzsche emphasized individualism and the will to overcome, while Jung explored collective unconscious and archetypes. Nietzsche focused on the individual's quest for self-realization and empowerment, while Jung emphasized integration and wholeness. This, as noted in the first part of the video, is exceptionally relevant in terms of providing meaningful assistance to the most vulnerable members of society. For poverty eradication and improving the quality of life for vulnerable members of society, both perspectives are perhaps equally relevant. Nietzsche's emphasis on individual empowerment can inspire people to overcome adversity and take control of their personal lives. Meanwhile, Jung's focus on integration can help individuals understand and address the underlying psychological barriers to success, at the same time providing a notable and meaningful level of support for the benefit of the family unit, the community as a whole, and ultimately even to the state. By combining Nietzsche's ideas of self-empowerment with Jung's concepts of integration and wholeness, we can provide vulnerable individuals with the tools they need to improve their lives and become productive and contributing members of society. This approach recognizes the importance of both individual agency and social support in addressing poverty, inequality, and ultimately laying the groundwork for systemically sustainable human growth and development. If you'd like to know more, we'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you. Bye. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below.